Hello and welcome! This is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more Stellaris. Alright, so I'm continuing to expand my empire as much as I can, although we did run into a roadblock with the Fallen Empire when I set up this colony. They weren't too happy about it, and they sent me a demand to abandon a bunch of planets, which I had no intention of doing, because it was like, I don't know, 6 or 7 planets, so that's a lot. I'm going to check just real quick here how my one colony ship is going. So I believe it was on this planet. And we're 27 days away. Okay, that's good to know. And otherwise, as far as the Empire goes, I think we have a bunch of stuff that's being worked on to get our planets into position. Once these spaceports are done with their construction, we're probably going to need a bunch of things done. I do have inactive buildings here, but that's because of a lot of migrating population, because they're not too happy with the terraforming process, which is still a long way out. I mean, 1,851 days. Big amount of time before that happens. All right, but all those spaceports I was just talking about, they finished their thing. So let's go ahead and get in here. And I'm going to upgrade all of these spaceports because we can do with some more modules here. So let's go ahead and do that. As far as the planets themselves go, I don't think there's anything I really need to do. All the structures that I have population on this planet are fine. We're currently working on building structures here. Although I could move this population down there and then build a hydroponic farm. How many population points do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4. We're very close to getting 5. As a matter of fact, when this guy pops out, we'll get 5. How about I do this, and then I build another hydroponic farm? Okay. I'm also getting close to being able to afford, in my opinion, another edict. And this guy over here is growing just fine. All right. Let's continue. And Test is now working on the module to allow me to build cruisers. And this guy here is working on the last cruiser here, which will allow me to bring the fleet and Test up to strength. And then probably after that, I'll send that fleet maybe over here, because I don't really have a fleet presence over here. So maybe have them hang here. And then I'll build another fleet and Test. At least that's game plan.
Upgraded. Construction complete.
So over here, we don't want the construction ship. We want this guy. We'll send that over to Test. And then, as I said, Test is working on that. Is there anything over here we need to work on? Not that I can see. Although I could start on building up that fleet over in Wegri over here. And what would probably allow me to do that? All right, let's do modules here. These mostly have to do with repair speed and upkeep. So mostly it'd be an assembly yard. And I have a destroyer assembly yard, a cruiser assembly yard, and a battleship assembly yard on Test. I don't have assembly yards anywhere else. So I could pick something like a destroyer assembly yard or a corvette assembly yard to kind of help out build things that I can't build in Test because it is already a queue. We'll go with the destroyers for now. And over on Grim, I will build a corvette assembly yard. So we'll have these two planets be like my smaller ship assembly lines, and then Test will be my main big ships, because they're going to have a No, I'm sorry, they do not have a battleship assembly line. Oh, though I think they could. Am I actually working on that? No, just a destroyer assembly yard, but I'm working on the cruiser assembly yard. Okay, that's fine. But we are kind of distributing the assembly yards where they need to be. And that terraforming can't happen soon enough, in my opinion. And, oh, it's probably been 27 days. So there's our colony ship. And we're going to be sending this over to this continental world. So, this guy here. All right, where to put the ship? Well, this looks pretty darn good right here. Gives me access to 3 adjacency bonuses. Go ahead and set it there. All right. Okay. Now that will put me over how many planets I can have, but we can always pawn off one of the more
Construction complete.
developed colonies here. Like this guy here is probably a good candidate for that, or maybe even this guy. Matter of fact, we have enough population points now. All right. I think I'm fine with that guy working that area right now. Let's go ahead and upgrade this. So we're going to get a bunch of adjacency bonuses, or maybe 2. Go. Start using some of that influence. This is why I've been saving up influence for things just like this. And a little ways away from that, and over here. Oh, I do want to combine these fleets. So let's just grab these, deselect the science ship, and merge. All right. And I was in the middle of doing something, but I don't remember what it was now. All right, these guys are almost done, and then we'll be able to add more modules onto them.
Construction
All
complete.
right. So over here, I could add this guy, which gives me increased growth, which I think I'm going to do. I mean, I might as well use a strategic resource that I have, and I do have one of these. So let's go ahead with that. So I'm going to use the resource here to get my growth up. And then on these planets, we're going to do the orbital hydroponic farms, which are going to allow me to grow faster. And then here, surface, again, we have 3 population, but we'll have 5 somewhat soon, and then we'll be able to upgrade things. All right, we're kind of at a point where I may want to... Oh, you know what? Construction ships that are sitting in orbit. How about come down here, at least one of you. I could... Oh, I was about to say I could do a outpost here, but I wouldn't be able to get there because of the hyperspace lanes. I'm actually really surprised that the space turtles didn't declare war on anybody. They do have rivals over here, and planets I think they'd want to take.
Research complete.
But it looks like that they didn't. They haven't done that yet. Okay, so we have more Empire leader capacity. I don't think I'm going to use that right now, and also leader recruitment costs. But I am definitely going to. All right, so more Empire leader capacity, more naval capacity, clone armies. I don't know if I really care to do that. We could do increased hydroponic farms, which is nice and cheap. Yeah, we'll do that. Oftentimes don't need the food production, but it can't hurt. All right, so there's our colony ship on the way. And we'll have a construction ship down there soon. And I'm just going to send one construction ship down there because the border is going to push like somewhat slowly. We still have buildings not being worked down here, which is unfortunate. Uh-oh. What's going on here? Well, an asteroid failing... I'm sorry. While an asteroid falling on your planet can be nerve-wracking... Oh, that's one of the systems planets I actually have control of. The Kongi has been rather fortunate. No harm has befallen the colony. Alright, good. We have 2 choices. We must find a way to stop this. Issue Special Project Asteroid Defense System. Okay. Reduces happiness by 5. Okay. Or our people will endure this harsh environment. Modifier added for 12 months, giving the following effects. Happiness -5, minerals +4. right, you know what? I want to do this. We must find a way to stop this.
Situation log updated.
Okay, let's take a look at the situation log. Situation log. Okay, so we must investigate how best to protect the colony. Okay, so I don't need to send a science ship, it doesn't look like. We'll just research that, and it'll take 3 months. Not too bad. And I don't think what we were doing here was all that important, that we needed it to happen right now, so that's fine. Kind of like that event. It will bring happiness down for a little while, but that's okay. Okay, and now I am over planets. Even though technically that hasn't happened yet, we're going to get the negative modifiers, which are going to make us have energy costs go down. Let's take a look at Dakongi here. So right now they have that recent impact, which lasts for roughly about a year. Okay. They do have asteroid impacts, which brings down habitability, which was previously at 90%. I don't know if I can build a frontier clinic. See if it will allow me to. Frontier clinic, yeah. That would immediately get rid of that modifier, so that'd be nice. Okay, which of these planets would I get rid of if I had to? Well, that's actually a tough call here. I don't think any of these planets are honestly developed enough to warrant it. We'll just eat the modifier for now. Although, technically, I could get rid of this planet because there's not a whole lot that I can really do here that would be worthwhile. Go ahead and get you a power plant here. I mean, we're already encountering shortages of food on this planet. So, I think we're going to be probably cutting this guy free soon. But it would just be, you know, as soon as this spaceport gets done and we get the as soon as the orbital hydroponic farm is done, I'll probably get rid of it. So that's the plan, anyway. Okay. What I was hoping would never happen has finally happened. We have a declaration of war from the Fallen Empire, and it looks like they have the same demands that they had before. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 planets they want us to abandon. And they're also going to humiliate us, which I think was another thing that they demanded before. I'm going to assume that these planets... I don't know where Acela is. Where's Acela? I don't know where that... Is that the system or the... Yeah, so this is the system. So I see that. So this is Imdar. Okay. That's the one planet they want me to get rid of. They want me to get rid of this planet, which honestly wasn't even my planet. I took it from somebody else. And they want me to get rid of... Oh, there's Acela. Wow, that far in? Really? Oh, God. Well, there's no choice here. They're going to declare war on us. All right. Ooh. Time to amass the fleet, it looks like. So grab the fleet that I have, and I think a nice midpoint to meet up at is probably here. And also, any science ships that are on passive need to be on evasive now. Take a look at all of our science ships. So these guys need to be on evasive. Okay. All right, so that's one fleet on the way. 2 fleets on the way. And 3 fleets on the way. Alright, that is going to cause us some energy shortage. I don't think we have much hope of winning here, unfortunately. And I was about to build up a 4th fleet too. That's kind of unfortunate. Alright, well, let's just go ahead. Not a whole lot I can do about it. Hopefully my Federation members will be able to help me out here, but I doubt it. And losing this war will be catastrophic for me. Having to lose 7 planets. But this is probably inevitable. Oh, I also want to get... While I'm thinking about it, I want to get an admiral of some type. Alright. Evasion, sublight speed, and speed overall. That seems good. Yeah, we're going to take this guy. Because this is just recruitment reduction. Older admiral, don't really care for that. And this guy is just upkeep reduction, which is nice, but at the same time, this actually gives me definite benefits. And this guy's nice and young, so we'll go ahead and take it here. And let's see if we get anybody better. All right, so evasion and emergency FTL damage is the next guy in line. We're going to just hold off on that. All right, so I just grab... Why don't we grab one of the fleets that's further out? Which would be, honestly, possibly this one. Assign you this guy. Because that gives you more speed overall. Okay, here we go.
Station under attack.
Station under attack.
Station under attack.
Oh, I do want to change some things. Planets. Pretty much anyone that is in the line of fire needs to be on military spending. So, Sigwall here. Are you on military spending? No, you're not. Beyond that. Okay, the next sector. You are on military spending. And what about you guys over here? And you are Viscog. Viscog is on military spending. So the three sectors we need to be on military spending are on military spending. And right now it's just transport fleets. And I should have, like if we come over here, I should have defense, you know, some element of defense here. Yeah, see there's a defensive platform here that these guys are going to be fighting. So we can hold those guys off. But when the actual fleet starts showing up is when I'm going to be a little bit more scared. Okay. Alright, we have one of our fleets in there. I guess on Ugrim here. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, we're working on that. Alright, Ugrim. Spaceport. You did the Corvette assembly lines. And you're over there. Okay. Build me. I don't know. Let's say as many as you can queue up. There you go. And test. You are 4 days away from being done there. Okay. Here. Alright, you know what? Just so I don't have the negatives to energy, I'm going to get rid of this planet now. I wanted to wait, but we're going to add that to the Sigwall sector. So let's go ahead and go to the Sigwall sector, manage sector, and add this planet. That way, don't have to worry about it. You can go ahead and we're just going to leave these for now. Okay. Now we need to finish. Okay. Still having energy deficits? Interesting.
Station under attack.
Oh, we actually have a fleet here attacking me. So, looks like 20,000 fleet strength. 20,000, almost 18,000, 15,000. Yeah, I don't think we're going to win this. Not unless I can get these fleets separated from each other. Maybe go after this 15,000 fleet. But I think combined here, I have roughly, I have under 7,000 per fleet. So we're not even going to be at 21,000 here. So all of my ships together is not equal to one of their fleets. Or actually a couple of their fleets. So that is rough for sure. All right.
Station under attack.
I think we're going to lose here, and unfortunately,
under attack.
There's not a whole lot I can do about it.
Station under attack. Special project complete.
All right, we got this done.
Under attack.
A combination of extra sturdy construction techniques and automated defenses should keep the people of Dakongi safe from further asteroid impacts. All right, good. All right, what did that actually do for Dakongi, though? So they're still going to have these impact things. I guess they're just not going to get hit with any more. All right, so we do have a roughly little under 18,000 fleet nearby. So once my fleet is merged up, we'll probably go after those guys. Okay, so we already have 2 ships together here. We'll merge them up.
Station under attack.
Okay.
Construction ship under attack.
And we have this guy. Where's the other fleet? There it is. All right.
Station under attack.
Yeah, I'm just going to have
Station
to
under attack. Station under attack.
eat these station under attack things. All right. Now we have the 2 fleets together. Up.
Station under attack.
And
Evading hostile fleet.
anytime now.
Ships upgraded. Construction complete.
How about we speed this along? Oh, it doesn't let me move them while they're merging? All right, whatever.
Situation log updated.
All right.
Station under attack.
They haven't actually officially...
Enemy troops landing.
I was about to say it officially invaded me. It looks like it's already looking not great as far as my chances of surviving that invasion fleet. Look at my war score. Already at negative 45. Ouch. I do have some allies here. Bothrians are providing almost 5,000. Just need these guys to merge up.
Enemy troops landing.
All right.
Construction complete. Planet lost to invasion.
Okay, as I said, not too surprising here. We lost 2 planets already. We're minus 40. Because for some reason, a planet getting blockaded actually is worth more war score than one that has been finished with an invasion. All right, get over there. Fight these guys.
Station under attack.
Wow, that range on their weapons is long.
Evading hostile fleet. Station under
Right, here we
attack.
come.
Station under attack.
They jump out. Assholes. All right, where do we go? I mean, this is a decently... We could try for those guys. But I'd have to go through these guys first. Let's just try and wipe out this fleet. So let's jump in here. Let's see if we can actually get them. If they just keep running on us,
Research complete.
there's not a whole lot I can do about it. Research. All right. I don't think I can use that right now, but it's nice to have. Tachyon Lance. Well, that ramps up the damage even further. Or we do energy weapon attack speed, which is an Empire modifier, and it's nice and cheap. I kind of like that. We also have quantum destabilizer. I have no idea what that does. Right, so it looks like it gives an aura that modifies the effectiveness of ships in some way. Or capacitor fields, which is pretty much the opposite of that. This is tough. I think I'm going to go with energy weapon attack speed, though. I'm really tempted to get the Tachyon Lance while it's here, though, because we might not see it again for a while. That does a lot of damage. But I'm going to do this because it helps me now and it's cheap. Alternatively, I could get the advanced combat rules, which give me better computers. I think I'm going to go with this. But it's a tough call. I mean, a lot of these are good and nice and useful. Okay. All right, here we go. Jumping in. Let's see if these guys stick around. Looks like they are. Let's see what our chances are against a fleet we outnumber, at least as far as strength goes.
Station under attack. Station under attack. Hostile fleet
Here we go.
engaged. Station
Looks
under
like we're
attack.
getting early attack. Oh,
Construction
I was going to say we're
complete.
getting early.
Station under attack.
Okay.
Construction complete.
Our weapons haven't hit
Station
yet.
Under attack. Evading hostile fleet.
Yeah, this isn't going well.
Lost to invasion. Station under attack. Construction complete. Evading hostile fleet.
Alright, we're hitting their ships, but look how much strength we've lost.
Station under attack.
Alright,
Station
we've got
under
allies
attack.
involved now.
Construction complete. Construction ship under attack. Colony
I think we've lost this war easily. Alright, this is going to hurt, but we're just going to have to take the consequences.
Under attack. Situation log updated.
I may be able to win this fight, which might be good from a standpoint of being able to get tech out of this fleet. But even still, wow, this is
Station
close.
Under attack.
Oh boy. Close.
Situation log updated. Station under attack.
Alright. We won, but at huge cost. Alright, I don't think we want to pursue right now. Instead, what I'd like you guys to do... there's no space station here anymore, so I can't repair. Not unless I come into this system, which is full of ships. I think we do have to follow them. And it looks like they're already queued to do that. Science ship. I need any science ship. I don't care where you are. Also, go ahead and get this. Alright. Science ship. Science ship. Alright, yeah, I want one nice and close. And I need you to go on passive fleet stance. And come over here. Alright. Want the science ship. Come over here and research this. That is going to be very important. Looks like we can go around some planets. Okay. Alright, so that's the game plan for now. We chase this fleet. We try and stop an invasion here. But I think we have more or less lost here. Not unless my allies put together a really powerful fleet and are able to fight these guys. Which honestly, they're trying. Like, for instance, we have a fight here, possibly. Where we've got about 11,000-ish in fleet strength. But we have 18,000 over here. Maybe they'll help protect the planet and make sure it doesn't fall. Who's to say? But there's no way I'm going to get there anytime soon. Alright, well, in any case, let's go ahead and let time progress.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Alright, we did engage his fleet again. As we jumped right on top of them. Well, that should negate some of their increased range. We are doing a lot of damage to them, it looks like. We might have wiped their fleet.
Situation log updated.
Okay. You guys need to come over here and kill these guys immediately. Oh, wait. That is a fleet we do not want to engage. Ignore that. And how about, if you can, I would very much like it if you jumped over here. If you can, obviously, is the key statement there. But we did win! A fight! Hard to say if we'll thrive beyond that. We took a lot of damage. Let's go to test. And we need to go to the spaceport. We need to start building fleets here. And we need cruisers, desperately. Build as many as we can. And over here, let's build, what do you got? Destroyer assembly yard? As many destroyers as you can. Matter of fact, we're going to run out of resources if we do too much more than that. Alright. We're definitely hurting, and this will leave us vulnerable. And I have very little faith that we'll win this war. Matter of fact, I'm going to watch just make sure they jump out in time. Okay, they did. I think we're home free. I mean, yeah, there's some fleets here. We'll be able to repair at this station because they have not knocked out this station. All right. Honestly, we're doing better than I thought we would be doing. We managed to wipe one of their fleets. And I don't know if we'll be able to do much more than that, but it's at least something. And I can build up more ships. If I remember correctly, I thought I remember hearing something about how Fallen Empires cannot rebuild ships. So me destroying a fleet like that was actually a good thing for the future.
Research complete.
Again, we might not win this war.
Attack. Evading hostile fleet.
Oh, research. Okay. All right, leader enhancement selected lineages, which is kind of cheap. It's a policy I have to do though, and it gives leader skill and leadership lifespan up. Unlocks colonization of tomb worlds and atmospheric manipulation. Okay. Leader recruitment cost, and you know what? I like this. Out of all of these, I would say it's probably between these two. Now, as much as this is a rare tech, I've seen it so many times that I have faith it will come up again. What do we got here? Fleet Academy. This is a module, I'm going to assume, or is it not? Yeah, module. And then we have the Grand Fleet, which is a policy. Okay, I mean, that's not bad. I kind of like that. I'm going to do this because this looks really interesting. And it goes along the terraforming track. All right. We're going to lose so many valuable worlds in this war.
Troops landing. Station under attack.
If we continue to lose worlds. And we are at
under attack.
Almost minus 60 here. But hopefully, I can rebuild parts of the fleet.
Enemy troops landing.
Matter of fact,
under attack.
Do have some ships here. Looks like I managed to build a... Why is there a cruiser here? Who knows? We have a cruiser. Get it over there. And my fleet no longer has the Admiral. I don't know why. There you go. Maybe we were down an Admiral during that whole ruckus.
Situation log updated. Planet lost to invasion.
Another planet lost. Starting to look bad.
Planet lost to invasion. Enemy troops landing.
You guys are repairing, right? Go away, go away. Bridge up.
Station under attack.
All right, there we go. And where are you? You're over there. All right, well, just stay there. Matter of fact, go into orbit here. Enter orbit. And just chill out there. Things aren't going so well in the rest of the Empire, so you're in a nice place to avoid it. These... Alright, you do need a spaceport, though. Oh, did this colony actually pop? I wasn't paying attention. I'm going to grab a governor here. Or grab this governor. And go to the surface and just start clearing blockers. Start with that one. Kind of work my way around here. I have to keep in mind I don't have that many resources, so we'll just do a few for now. Alright. Continue.
Evading hostile fleet. Station under attack.
wonder what this debris is. Did we kill some Marines or something, maybe? How about you rebuild? Are you... We do have troops here, I guess. But it's possible we'll win. But go ahead and rebuild this. If it doesn't get done, it doesn't get done. As a matter of fact, you know what? I'm going to cancel that. I need the resources. I gotta wait.
Station under attack.
Alright. My fleet's still repairing.
Situation log updated. Station under attack. Construction ship under attack. Evading hostile fleet.
Okay. Are we building cruisers over here? Or supposed to be corvettes? I might have misclicked. Grim. Yeah, I'm building cruisers. No wonder. These are supposed to be corvettes. Alright, I was wondering where all my resources went to. Alright, well, we do need cruisers, so that is nice, but at the same time, that was an accident. It's supposed to be Tess that's building me cruisers. And building destroyers here. Alright, good stuff. Slowly rebuilding the fleet.
Debris analyzed. Station under attack.
Okay, debris was analyzed. Alright, so we've got progress, Tors, tachyon lances, phase disruptors, neutronium materials, hyper shield, 0-point power, physics research, and engineering research as well. Good stuff. Alright, there's a hostile fleet in here, so we can't have the science ship go over there, but I can have the science ship come over here and get this little bit of debris. So every bit of debris that we research is going to be very helpful to the Empire. Matter of fact, I'm thinking about... Where are you? You are there. Why? Okay, I don't know why you're coming over there, but instead, why don't you come over here and research that and go on passive so that you can jump past bad fleets. And the fleet over there. We might be able to tackle this fleet. Might be a good idea. So, once my fleet is repaired, which it looks like it's about to. Okay. I don't know if it's allowing me to merge while the one guy's getting repaired. So why don't I just send you into orbit. And the other fleet that's on the way, why don't you come over into orbit as well. All right. Oh, we're well past time, so why don't I go ahead and put a cut in the video here. So this is obviously not going particularly well, but we're trying our best. We're probably going to lose the war, but it happens. In any case, I hope you guys have enjoyed this lengthy video. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.